You are 41 years old. You are sitting on a porch somewhere warm, a coffee in your hand. No alarm set for tomorrow, no meeting to prepare for, no Monday dread. Your investment portfolio sits at $1.4 million, generating enough passive income that you never have to work again unless you want to. And the most important thing about this moment? You did not inherit it. You did not win it. You did not stumble into a crypto windfall or get lucky on a single stock. You built it. On an ordinary salary, through 19 years of decisions. Some good, some hard. All of them yours. This is not a video about getting rich quick. This is a video about what actually works. Stay until the end, because the decision that changed everything does not come where you think it does. Age 22. The first real paycheck. You are 22 years old. You have just landed your first real job. The salary feels enormous compared to anything you have earned before. $3,400 a month after tax. You move into your first apartment. Rent, $1,200. Car payment, $350. Groceries, gas, phone, 3 streaming subscriptions you barely use. Dining out more than you should. By the end of the month, you have almost nothing left. And, for a while, you tell yourself the same thing most people tell themselves. I just need to earn more. Then I will start saving. But one evening, you do something that changes the trajectory. You sit down and look at every single thing your money is going to. Not roughly, not a general sense. Every line. And you realize something. This is not an income problem. It is a structural problem. So you make 3 moves. You open a Roth IRA. You cancel the subscriptions you forgot you had, and you set up an automatic transfer every payday before you spend a single dollar moving money into investments. Your savings rate is 26% on $3,400 a month. Nobody notices. Your lifestyle looks the same from the outside, but something has changed underneath, the direction. Age 25 to 27. The decision that changes everything. 3 years in, your investments have grown, not dramatically, but steadily. And one afternoon, you find something online, a community of people who are doing something that sounds almost impossible. They are retiring in their 30s and 40s, not because they earned millions, but because they made a decision. This community calls itself FIRE, financial independence, retire early. And for most people, it sounds extreme, frugal to the point of misery, a life of sacrifice. But when you read more carefully, you realize what FIRE actually is. It is not about deprivation. It is about deciding clearly and specifically what your money is actually for. Around this time, you change jobs. Your salary jumps to $90,000 a year. And here is where most people go wrong. When income rises, spending usually rises with it. A nicer apartment, a newer car, more dining out, better holidays. The raise gets absorbed by the lifestyle before it ever reaches the investment account. You do not do this. Your lifestyle stays almost exactly where it was. The extra income goes directly into investments. Every month. Automatically. You also pick up a freelance project on evenings and weekends. $700 a month extra. Every dollar of it invested. You build a simple 3-fund portfolio. Total U.S. Market Index Fund. International Index Fund. A small allocation to bonds. No stock picking. No market timing. No gambling on individual companies. By 27, your net worth crosses $145,000. You are not rich. You are not financially free. But you are building something. And something is more than most people your age have started. Age 30. The crash, and the most important test. You are 30. Your portfolio has grown to $300,000, and then the market drops. Over the course of several months, your portfolio falls from $300,000 to $215,000, a loss of $85,000 on paper. This is the moment most investors make the mistake that costs them everything. They see the loss, they feel the fear, and they sell, locking in the loss, missing the recovery, and stepping off the path permanently. You do not sell. Not because you are fearless. You are not. Watching $85,000 disappear from your screen is not a comfortable experience. But you understand something critical. A loss on paper is not a real loss. It only becomes real the moment you sell. So instead of selling, you do something counterintuitive. You keep buying. The same automatic contributions, every payday, buying more shares at lower prices. When the market recovers, and it does, your portfolio does not just return to 300,000. It surpasses it. The crash did not set you back. It pushed you forward. Because you did not let fear make your financial decisions. Age 33 to 38. The compounding years. The years between 33 and 38 are the quiet years. No dramatic moments, no breakthroughs, no revelations, just the system, running. You receive 2 more promotions. Your salary grows to $110,000. Each time, you do the same thing. The lifestyle stays flat. The investments get bigger. You buy a house, a reasonable one. Not the most you could afford, the most that made sense. The mortgage payment fits inside the 50% needs budget. And the house begins building equity alongside your portfolio. And then something starts happening that nobody explains well enough. Compound interest. In your early years, your investment returns were small numbers. A few thousand here, a few thousand there, almost invisible. But now, with a portfolio approaching $600,000, a 7% annual return means $42,000 in a single year, without working for a single extra hour. Your money is now earning more in a year than you saved in your first 3 years combined. This is the phase nobody talks about, the unsexy middle, the years of no exciting stories, just the slow, relentless, invisible compounding of decisions made years earlier. By 38, your portfolio crosses $800,000. You did not feel it happening. That is exactly how it is supposed to work. Age 39 to 41. The finish line that was never a finish line. 2 years from retirement. Your portfolio sits at $950,000. And for the first time, the number feels real. Not a spreadsheet projection. Not a goal on a vision board. Real. You start running the numbers seriously. The 4% rule, the widely used guideline that says you can withdraw 4% of your portfolio annually without depleting it over a 30-year period. At $1.4 million, 4% is $56,000 a year, without touching the principal, without selling off your base. The portfolio continues growing even as you withdraw from it. At 41, you hand in your notice, not because you hate your job, not because work is the enemy, but because for the first time in your adult life, you are choosing. And here's what most people do not understand about this moment. Retirement at 41 does not mean sitting on a porch doing nothing forever. It means having the financial position to only do the things that matter to you. Some people in this position start businesses, some travel, some volunteer, some keep working, but on their own terms. Financial independence is not the destination. It is the moment the destination becomes your choice. Remember the decision we told you about in the opening? The one that changed everything? It was not the Roth IRA. It was not the job hop. It was not even holding through the crash. It was the evening at age 22 when you sat down, looked at your numbers honestly, and said, "This is not an income problem. It is a structural one, and I am going to fix the structure." Everything else followed from that one moment. This is a fictional story, one person's journey, built for illustration, not as a blueprint, not as financial advice, but the principles it is built on are real. Start early. Live below your means. Invest consistently. Do not sell in the crash. Let compound interest do the work time is designed to do. You do not need an extraordinary income to build an extraordinary outcome. You need an ordinary income and an extraordinary amount of patience. Next week, we go inside a story that looks nothing like this one. Someone who had every financial advantage and lost it all. Because the principles are not automatic. They have to be chosen. If this story gave you something to think about, share it with someone who needs to hear that ordinary is enough. This is Capital Explained. We'll see you in the next one.